Alright, what's up everybody? Today, I just wanted to talk about the Skate 3 modding community in 2026. As you can see in the gameplay in the background, I'm happy to say thank you to Dumbad and Sanjay for grinding so much for this to be possible. This is all done using the RPCS3 emulator. If you're not aware what it is, it's basically a free open source emulator that lets you play PS3 games on PC. A ton of games are playable, like fully playable, but there are a few that aren't, sadly. But day by day, I'm pretty sure it gets better and they keep updating it, so it like optimizes it and fixes it. I don't know how it works, but you get the memo. At one point, I don't even think Skate 2 was playable, but it's fully playable now. I've always wanted to learn Blender, but always procrastinated it due to not being able to navigate. But after I learned that these mods were becoming a thing, I locked in and just started learning. So if you have no experience with Blender, but you're heavily interested in learning, I will be making tutorials just for Skate 3 modding, so stay tuned for that. Also, shout out Fakey. He is the reason I learned. I literally watched a video that he made for me with no audio, no sound, nothing. Just him helping me like place the car model exactly how I should. And it's the most simple thing ever, but it took me forever to learn for some reason. But that simple video taught me everything I know. But as you can see in the gameplay that's currently playing, we were able to add 20 Hawk maps, and I added this one myself. I added a couple myself actually, but I'll show you how to do that in a future tutorial coming soon, so you guys can do it as well. But we can also add custom models. I believe you can also do custom missions, 1-ups, and maybe even death races. I'll have to look into the death races part for custom maps because I want to do a downhill jam map from Tony Hawk. That would actually be so fire. It's just insane to me that the Skate 3 modding community has done more for the people than the actual Skate team with $1 billion company behind them. Meanwhile, Dumbad and Sanjay did all of this for free because it's not legal for them to charge people for this. But not only that, they're just nice people who care for the skate community, unlike the actual skate team that's currently working. Sanjay also keeps his source codes in the link in the description. Anything important that I mentioned in the video will be linked down below, but he does keep his source code public, so you can literally improve upon it or help him with it. So if you'd like to do that, that would be awesome. The modding community has just gone so far. Like, I remember a time where editing PNGs from the files and replacing the file was absurd to me. Like, what we had to do was basically get a PSG, which is a PlayStation geometry file, and we had to open it with Noasis, export it to a PNG, edit it in Photoshop or whatever you use, convert that image into a PSG after you're done editing it, then replace it. That's it. It's still the same thing, but we were able to replace skaters, replace cars, replace skateboards, even more. If you have any experience with any of this type of stuff, the more help would be amazing. The Discord will be linked at the very top of this video. I thought Skate 3 was at its peak when I was simply skating as a car in the game. Like, it was just a simple model replace, but I thought it was revolutionary. Like, I really did. I hit the double bridge gap with that car at least over 30 times. Like, I can put money on that. There was the small RC cars as well, the big car, and you were still able to replace the board as a car, even as Lightning McQueen as shown in the background. If you find any Sketchfab model, or any model as a matter of fact, it can be imported into the game. There are limitations and stuff you have to learn, but once you learn all of that, it's super simple. I will break everything down in my tutorials. For example, to replace a model, as in like a skater, you either have to replace each part of the body as shown in the files, part by part, or you can simply replace Bessie, which is a mod that replaces dem bones. I actually discovered the Bessie replace method myself, and I'm so proud of it because it's just the best way of doing it currently. But to make it one model, you need to combine the character, use a tool that combines all the textures into one UV texture. If it already has just one, that is fine. You can just use that one. And you have to make sure after combining the character and before combining the mesh that the model is under 65k verts using Fakey's vert calculator, which is in the Discord. And with custom maps, it's a little more complicated, and I'll have to explain that entirely in that tutorial I'm making. But after turning those into PSGs, you just replace the Bessie model. Simple as that. If you think this is all crazy, there's online for RPCS3 as well. Like, I literally can't believe it still, that it's possible, but it is. I'll leave a video link down below made by Cypherus talking about it, but I'm pretty sure ever since that video came out, custom maps became a thing, and you're still able to play with your friends on those custom maps, and I believe with custom models too. I never really got into this, but you are able to edit VLTs, I believe they're called, but you are able to use this tool called Attrib Editor. I don't know what it's called, Attrib Editor, something. I'll just have it spelt on the screen. You can change the game controls, gravity, friction, pop height out of grind, camera behavior, even more. Like, I want to look into this. I want to create a mod for the mod menu to control the camera distance, height, and everything like the new skate game, which I'll admit, I do like that part of the game. We already have field of view mods in Skate 3 currently, but changing the camera even more would be cool, even though I personally think the Skate 3 camera is just peak with the field of view. I would like to make this like a thing in the settings possibly, like where you can add presets, like the Skate 1 camera preset, Skate 2 camera preset, and where you can save your own custom presets as well. Should have mentioned this earlier, but this video is not sponsored, or I don't have anything to do with the server whatsoever besides the fact that I joined this. I literally have so much love and passion for this game that I just want the community to spread as much as possible. I consider a lot of people in that server friends as well for helping me just learn Blender and just being patient with me through everything. If I scroll through the DMs with Sanjay, Dumbbad, Fakey, and even more, sorry if I didn't mention you, but I don't understand how they were so patient with me. I would literally run into a brick wall after I asked a question. They would solve my question, and then right afterwards, I'd be like, oh, what about this? And then they'd answer that, and then I'd ask it, what about this? It was just constant. But thankfully to all of them, I probably wouldn't know any of this. I appreciate all the work that the boys put into this. I believe Dumbbad said he found a way to create PSGs, like, from scratch. So if we are able to do that, then that'll be amazing, because I want to be able to add all my models into the game as selectable skaters, and all of them have their own custom boards. I do plan on releasing every single one of my models when I drop the tutorials, so definitely be ready for that. If you have any model ideas or map ideas, comment down below what I should do. Or if you have your own models or maps that you'd like me to import or you can import, that'd be awesome. But only time will tell how far these mods will go. If anybody can get me in contact with an old Skate 3 developer or anything like that, that would be amazing. But like I said, only time will tell. I'm just very excited for the future of Skate 3 modding. Not only did Sanjay help improve the Skate 3 modding, but he also is currently working on his own skateboarding game himself. I just asked him to send the gameplay, so if he sends it, I will put it up on the screen right now. It's unfinished, clearly. He is working on it himself, and everything is made from scratch, so if you have any experience with that type of stuff, hit Sanjay up. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I don't think I left anything out, but if I did, maybe I'll make another one. I'm so happy about this considering how dog cheeks the new one is, which I made a video about recently, if you'd like to check that out. But yeah, hope you boys have a good day, and thank you to all who stuck with me after the long hibernation.